Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, The School of Love. My name is Maria and I am helping people discover their inner potential for love towards oneself and towards the others. In today's episode, I'm going to explain my thoughts, my ideas on education and its relationship to power and seduction, respectively, how education has turned increasingly into an equation in which the first part is structured in terms of power and the second part is dominated by what is called seduction. So in the phenomenon of education emerging in the interplay of power and seduction, the first half of the equation of this new paradigm is power. In Foucault's classical theory of power, developed from Julia Kristeva's understanding of Freudo-Marxism as a means to establish hierarchies of oppression and submission within the capitalist system, and expanded subsequently by Judith Butler's interpretation of the body's physicality and its necessary consideration in the evaluation of social cultural negotiations. Power implies violence and coercion, in best case scenario involving a cunning cost-reward calculation. In late 1990s, Robert Greene elaborates on the interchangeability of subject and object within the balance of power, while pondering on the semantic transfer of morality as more often than not a great barrier on the way to becoming an up player on the historical stage. If power is essentially amoral, deception appears as the most potent weapon in one's arsenal, and patience the crucial shield. Playing with appearances and mastering the art of clever disguise are not only key components in the acquisition and preservation of power, but also key tools in observing the environment and carefully choosing the battles to fight. The way mass media's ideologues integrate this strategical thinking in their public policy becomes ultimately the way they relate to audiences and educate them to come back eternally, faithfully, for more reinforcement of the same familiar existential models. The second half of the new equation of education in the interplay of power and seduction is seduction. It is true that people and institutions are constantly trying to influence others, to tell them what to do, what to think, how to act, what to feel, by means of covert or overt power mechanisms. And just as often humans tune them out, resisting their attempts at persuasion or coercion. There are moments in our lives, though, when all humans act differently, when they are in love. This is a sort of spell. Humans' minds are usually preoccupied with their own concerns, but when in love, they will become filled with thoughts of the one they love. They grow emotional, lose the ability to think straight, act in foolish ways that they would never do otherwise. If this goes on long enough, something inside them gives way. They surrender to the will of the loved one and to their desire to possess them. This is the moment when the seductive power of subliminal education through artistic works gains control over consumers and potential admirers. It is pointless and futile to try to resist such power, to imagine that it is evil or ugly. Within the mechanical system of the entertainment industry, the power relationships between producers and consumers, between performers and audiences, provide at a closer look the practical tools in extrapolating theoretical concatenations to real-life actions with successful results. Like business management, the management of emotions pertains insights into the seductive power of education, which bypasses the rational processes of distance and recalculation. That would be for today. My thoughts on education, power, and seduction. Thank you for listening to me, and I am looking forward to welcoming you back very soon again. Love and peace to you all.